Unsigned Hype.
freshman covers with the XXL. Sauce was the magazine. You was Unsigned Hype.
Yeah, man.
Man, how does it look to reflect on your journey in your career right now?
Man. I've been through so much. Like, and it helps me create a story that I can pass down to, artists on the come up or who trying to do this thing right now. Like, you can't stop, man. You never know your story. You have a destination, but you got to keep driving in order to get to that destination. You're going to have roadblocks. You're going to have flat tires. You're going to have the police going to pull you over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you, I ain't got to say the rest.
We already know what it is.
You know what I mean? But the metaphor of that is you just got to keep going, man. Keep headed towards your destination. And looking back on all of that, man, it's I'm proud to say, like, I stuck with it, man. And it's something I get to pass down to my kids, that type of motivation, that determination, that persistence and consistency. Back then, music was completely different. Unsigned Hype, like, music was, like, way different, man.
And especially coming from out of Watts, where the hip-hop spotlight nationally really wasn't on Watts like that.
I mean, we still overlooked, like, heavily. Like, I look at Watts like a main borough.
Explain this, because a lot of people, if you've never been to LA or never been to California, period, it's the biggest state, period.
Yeah.
It's the biggest state. So it's like, that's why y'all got 14 basketball teams and football teams, you know what I'm saying, and baseball teams.
3 stadiums a year.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So explain it. So a lot of people, they hear about Compton, they hear about Watts, they hear about Long Beach. Like, kind of explain how it is, like, geographically for the comic, the person that wants to feel it.
So there are, I guess the closest thing I can compare it to is, let's say, New York, right?
Right.
You got Queens, you got Brooklyn, you got Long Island, you got Harlem, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
In California, in Southern California, Los Angeles County, there are, like, main boroughs.
Okay.
And the main boroughs is South Central Los Angeles.
Right.
Compton. Long Beach.
Okay.
Inglewood. And then you got Watts.
Right.
Those are the most popular.
Right.
If I had to pick.
You hear them on all the music.
Right. Everybody, they either shout now. When you hear Crenshaw rolling down Crenshaw, shout outs to homie Nipsey. Crenshaw, that's South Central Los Angeles.
Okay.
Crenshaw rolls through that. Crenshaw rolls a long way, but usually when people mention it,
it's that part.
Like when Dr. Dre was yelling out Crenshaw, rolling down Crenshaw, they were talking about, a certain part of Los Angeles.
So that's like here, like with Bankhead, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You talk about Bankhead. They ain't talking about the Bankhead up in Cobb County or Douglasville. They talking about right in Zone 1, infamous. All right, I got you, bro.
So,
we appreciate that lesson in geography real quick.
Watts, what people don't know about Watts, man, they got the most history, actually, out of everything. When slavery ended, a lot of people migrated from, Louisiana, Arkansas, a lot of different states. Mississippi, they migrated from those places and came to Watts first.
Got you.
And then spread out. And then musically, we've had people like Barry White, Etta James, The Whispers, Rolls Royce.
Wow. There's a lot of talent coming from out of that one spot.
But people really don't know.
Yeah.
And then even for those, I'm going to probably get a lot of elderly kudos when I say Watts Stacks, a big concert. Isaac Hayes was the headliner of the concert.
Wow.
That was held in Watts.
That's crazy.
It was representing a record store that was, prominent in that area. But Watts got so much history, even from movie standpoint, Menace to Society, things like that. Like, Watts got so much history. It's just that people don't know, and that's why I'm coming to step into the forefront and let people know what it is, man, and put the city on my back. Shout out to J-Rock, too. He just dropped the album.
He did, yo. He got a crazy one with Kendrick, man.
Oh, man. Wild Freestyle.
Yeah, crazy.
Shout out to Top Dog, too. They all Watts natives, man. Everybody from the city.
That's what's
putting on for the city. And it's our time. Like, Compton go always have its run.
Right.
Inglewood had a little run with Mac 10 and things like that. And, Long Beach, obviously, Big Homie Snoop, the Dog Pound, et cetera, et cetera. And Watts, we always, we got Tyrese, you know what I mean? But he kind of stepped away from music.
He's doing Transformer movies.
Getting those Transformer and Fast Money. You know what I mean? And then shout out to Glasses Malone, people like that. And some new cats like 03 Greedo and people like that.
Now, as far as the music scene with you and Cali, you know what I mean? They really running behind it. Tell me about the project that you got coming out. Because you are promoting a lifestyle that not many rappers do. You talking about you being healthy, being vegan.
Man.
You talk about I'm married. You ain't afraid to show that. You a family family, man, and that's I mean, we in a industry right now that kind of promotes and glorify the drug user. A lot of time, the womanizer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So talk to me about your stance on those types of things.
Well, first and foremost, my main focus is to uplift the black community, man. And we've been miseducated and preconditioned for so long. I feel like we like a million steps behind where everything actually is, or knowing how to navigate through everything that's going on today.
Right.
And so I try to preach these positive things, and I don't want to say preach because nobody want to listen to the preacher, but they'll listen to the game giver.
Right.
So I call it game, and what it is why not be married and be faithful? I'm part of the Faithful Black Man Club for years. I've been with my wife, like we've been married like 6 years, and I've been with her 11, 12 years. You know what I'm saying? So
congrats on that, man. That's big. That needs some hand claps for that. Congrats. Let me drop some hand claps on that.
Insert some hand claps for Stix.
Congrats for Stix for the being married 11 years, man. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah,
okay.
No, so and then being vegan, I'm big on health, man. It's like people don't know what's killing us is the chemicals in the food.
Right.
You know,
I was talking to my granddad about that, man.
Yeah,
he was like, he used to eat everything and it can be healthy. And now his body feels different with eating the same foods, and it's like it's because of the chemicals in it.
It's the chemicals,
I get it.
And what happened, let's say chicken, for instance, and I hope people don't be mad at me or I get a lawsuit in the mail for talking about chicken, but what happens is, they inject these steroids in the chickens.
Right.
That's the first part of the chemicals. Then they feeding these chickens. That's more chemicals because they want the chickens to be nice.
They doubling it up.
But what happens sometimes is these chickens get sick and they catch the bird flu and all of these different kind of diseases while they on that farm, and then all of these other chickens get sick. So guess what they got to do? Inject them with antibiotics. So now you got all these chemicals, all of this stuff inside these animals, but then they still killing these chickens and then they cooking them
and serving
them.
Crazy.
They serving them to us. So all animals are getting treated like that. You know what I mean? And it's that's what's killing us. You know what I mean? So unless you raising your own animals in your backyard or your farm,
right,
and you feeding them organic and they eat natural grass and fruits and vegetables and stuff like that,
and it just ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it, man, because and people get the misconception that like sugar is what's giving us diabetes.
Yeah, it's meat. I definitely looked that up.
Man.
Pause, but I looked that up. You got some pausable moment, a statement, but we looked that up. But yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah, man. So
Stix dropping gems right here, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming by, bro. I know you got to run.
I'm honored, man.
You know what I mean?
I'm honored. I'm thankful.
Tonight?
Performing tonight at the Blue Ivory, man. Shout outs Tangeray is going down. I hope everybody who in town are rolling in for the birthday bash, come make a stop here first.
Right.
Because I'm going to shut that thing down. Shout outs Zaytoven, too. I got a record with Zaytoven.
That's what's up,
that I'm
bro.
drop
You
tonight.
already rooted in the ATL.
Hey, man, I'm trying to do something out here. I just need the love, man. I got a whole lot of watch love to give. ATL.
Right.
ATL, I love it every time. But true story, man, listen. This is the worst thing that has happened to me in the ATL. It's not actually a worst thing.
Talk to me, bro.
So I get here, I get off the flight, 6:12 a.m. I get to the hotel. I'm going to stall them out on the hotel.
Right.
Because I already posted it on my Instagram. So I'm going to stall them out because if they would have made me even madder, I would have blasted them out on radio. And so I get to the hotel. They say, we don't got no rooms ready because I'm early.
Right.
I'm like, all right. So I go chill. I'm like, yo, every time this happened to me, something happens to me.
Right.
I don't know what happens, like somebody random or it just be crazy stuff happen. So I'm sitting in the lobby. Man, I got hit on. Straight Mac that.
Right.
He like, ooh, you cute.
Oh, my God. Welcome to Atlanta, bro.
Welcome to Atlanta, and I'll leave it at that. Atlanta, it's great to be here.
We got you in Midtown somewhere. We got to get Stix in the hood somewhere, man. We got to get him out of there. We got to get him out of there, bro.
I'm like, yo, man, I don't know what to say,
I don't
man.
kick it like that, though, but, man.
No, come on now. Come on, man. We just went over the whole marriage thing.
Right,
I guess it didn't matter. They didn't go to my Instagram first.
Oh, my God. There it is, man. Shout out to my boy Stix for following through.
Yes,
I appreciate you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
And bridging that gap, man.
Thank you,
and thank you for spitting them gems for us today.
It was a pleasure, man. Appreciate it all day, anytime.
There it is.
Right now, who you with?
Reec.
Who you with? Right now, who you with?